Neighbors, what's good? It's your guy, DJ Neighborhood. I'm back, and I'm gonna show you about the Evo X SST transmission when it sounds like it's grinding gears, but it only happens when the car's set up for a while or early in the morning. And I'm gonna show you how to drive it if you just have to drive it and you have no other options. So you put the key in the ignition, you crank it up. Mind you, I have only had this car for 2 weeks and 2 days now. I don't even have 100K, but it says transmission service required. So heads up, that's just it's an engine code. The car has a recall on it. So yeah, that's how you do this. So when I crank it up, you're gonna hear a gear change. You're gonna hear a gear whine, but it sounds like the car is in neutral, trying to go to 5th gear and come back real quick to make sure the car is in park. But a way to get bypast that, not sure if it works too well, you can get on the brake and you can pump it 1, 2, 3, 4. And then hold it. And when you crank up the car, press all the way down on the brake. That might work. It doesn't always work. So you're gonna hear this. Hold on. That's if it does it. Sometimes it has its days. You'll hear it. That's if it does it. Hold on. Let's see. See, it didn't do it that time because I pumped the brakes 3 times and then I held all the way down on it as I crank it up. But sometimes the car doesn't go in reverse. It'll skip 3rd and 5th in my case. Your case might be different. It might be any other gear, but for me it's 3rd and 5th. Sometimes it doesn't go in reverse, like I said. Hold on, we're gonna see, because I got class and all that. So let's see. Okay, so you see the RPMs going up. So that's another thing. So it's a recall on the Evo X for the model for the years 08 through 10. I have a 12, so it's not too far off from there, but I'm not too sure how all that even works out. So yeah, damn, I should have let this motherfucker warm up some, but that's my bad. Yeah, so this what I'm finna do. I'm finna show y'all how I drive it. So now that I'm in reverse, I come down and I put it in that. I go there. And when I go, I shift it on my own. It seems to be the best fit scenario from driving in drive versus shifting it on your own from what I've seen. Watch this. So as you see, RPM start to build up and you in 1st gear, you gotta go to 2nd. 2nd, it drops down. But see, hold on, it got some people behind me. I'm trying to let them get back, because usually when you do it, the car tends to jerk. So I'm in 2nd gear and I'm riding. The RPMs is pretty high, but you gotta shift. And in drive, it's not gonna shift on its own, far as I know. Well, it will, but you will have to get far up in the RPMs, damn near banging on the rev limiter at 8,000. And that's not what you wanna do. So, they still behind me, so forget it. It's gonna have to happen anyway. So watch this. I'm in 2nd. Hold on, they jumping over lanes. This is stupid. Because when you swap, it's gonna jerk a little bit. It's going to jerk. But that's because it's like it's gonna skip from one gear to another. So I know right now I'm riding, and the RPM's high, and the car's kind of making a lot of noise. It sounds as if I'm going fast. But in reality, it's just time for you to get ready to swap the gear. All right. None of all the cars are going past me and everything. You see it's in 2nd gear. I'm gonna pull down to shift up. Watch this. 3rd, 4th. It's not doing it today. And then it jerks and it pulls off. So what might happen is it probably does it when I go higher and go in 5th to 6th gear. So on the TSB, that's the technical service bulletin, you can follow that. Well, you don't have to, because you have a recall on the car. They're going to fix it for free. But as you slow down, you know it drops the gears by itself. So it's going to drop back down in the 1st. See, it just did that jerk. Now I'm in 1st. So now what's going to happen is I'm going to have to take off. And once I take off, I'm going to have to shift. But it's going to do that little jerk. And if it does it, what's going to happen is when it gets to 3rd, it's going to be high in the RPMs. And I'm going to have to shift it quick, because the car still be going and you don't want to just bang all them gears. So 2nd gear, I'm riding in second gear because coming up right here, I'm about to turn off this road. But as you can see, I'm still getting high in my RPMs. But I gotta get over, I'm getting off this road. So wasn't really trying to shift it and do all that jerking just to have to redo it again. It's like don't nobody ride behind you until you got 1,000 problems going on. Oh, let me get off this little part right here because it's gonna do all that extra stuff. So high in the RPMs again, I gotta shift. So I could go third, fourth. It's like it just, if you heard that, it's like it jumped up and now it's jerking, now it's taking off again. So I'm gonna show you this. See, then the light pops up. So yeah, hopefully I got an appointment to fix it. If they can't fix it, I'm just gonna go buy the cable and I'm gonna go off the TSB myself. I've heard that it sound like it's not transmission. I heard it sound like it's a starter. I heard it sound like it's something against the flywheel, which all sounds true, especially when you don't know what the world is going on. But after further research, it's a recall. Now, after you do the recall and get that situated, if the problem continues, then I would say, yeah, okay, this might be a starter. This might be, you know, blah, 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 blah. And like I said, I have a 2012. The recall was on the 2008 through 10 models, but I just called up there, gave them my VIN, and showed that I gave my VIN. I just was like, did I have a recall? He was like, I do. So I got an appointment for that. Hopefully that takes away that problem. They say it's just a firm update. But see, I'm in fourth now, and when I need to switch, I pull it down. I got to get a new knob on this. It's coming in. It's pretty cool too. So watch this. Fifth. See, it skipped fifth and it dropped straight from fifth and went to like sixth. And then when you slow down, when I slow down, I don't even shift down. I just let it fall down on its own, because when it shifts, it does that jerk, especially if it goes into one of those gears that it has been primarily skipping in the beginning. So like I said, this video is just if you have to drive the car, what would you do? Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm going to show you what it happened if you drive with it not when you're not shifting it yourself. You drive it in automatic. See, it goes from D2 to just 1. So now I'm in D2. I'm gonna show you. So watch this. Okay, you know, get on the gas, get on the throttle, give it a little gas. That's if it does it. You see I'm in D2 and it's getting high in the RPMs. It's not even shifting gears. I'm supposed to been swapped gears out of it. I'm supposed to been swapped out of this gear to keep the RPMs low. You see, it's just getting higher and higher as I get on the gas. See, it's not gonna work until I get damn near 8,000 RPMs. That's not what you want. So come back over here, put it in that, and this is what I'm gonna have to do. It's on 2. Make sure ain't nobody behind me because it might jerk. 3. You see, you didn't even go to 3. I pulled it down. I shifted to go to 3, but it went straight to 4th gear. And that's the thing. Now it'll downshift into 3rd, but sometimes you'll get a nasty jerk. You'll get a nasty jerk off that. So that's, like I said, the best way to do it is drive it to where you shift it yourself. And another thing, this would be the best option to shift. Don't use the toggle pads. For some reason, I don't know why the toggle pads act like that. I'm not really too worried about the transmission. If the transmission goes out on me, I'm not really too much worried about it. I was gonna take it down anyway and send it off to have it rebuilt. But see, 1st gear, 2nd gear, and he did that on his own. Well, it probably went to 2nd because it was about to change the 1st, and I gave it a little gas to jump it up before it could switch back down. So 2nd gear, I'm trying to get it to show y'all the problem that I'm talking about, just in case anybody's having it. So 2nd gear, shift, 4th gear, straight to 4th. It slows down, jerks a little bit, it catches the gear, and you go. And that's not what you want. So yeah, I just was showing you just in case anybody had to drive it. I drove it out over to school because I didn't have them out, thinking this vehicle was in good condition, to start taking apart my other vehicle. So that's just another problem for another day. But yeah, like I said, not really much worried about the transmission because I was going to drop it to get it sent off to get the shift forks redone. I figured it was going to be time. But like I said, I've only had this vehicle 2 weeks and 2 days. It hasn't even been 3 weeks yet. So yeah, that's that. I just wanted to show y'all this just in case anybody else was having any other problems with it. I know that that's a problem I was having. I'm gonna show, going down that little road right there, I'm gonna show y'all using the toggle pass. That's if it does it. It might not do it, but I'm gonna, you know, I'm gonna show y'all just in case. So if you want to know what it'll do, you can see what it'll do. And that's if it goes into third. See, we already in second. So come up here, you know, make sure you go on the plus side, up. Okay, so that time it went straight to fourth. The other day when I was doing it, it'll go to third, jerk a little bit, rev high as hell in RPM. Please get over, Mr. Nice person. Rev high as hell in the RPMs. Then I have to hurry up and swap the fourth. So it sounds like you're damn near banging gears. And you know, you get that little nice rumble with the pops and everything. Sound damn sure good, but with what's going on, it damn sure isn't worth it. But yeah, neighbors, I just pulled up on the campus, getting ready to go to class. I just wanted to show anybody, I just wanted to make this video to show y'all what's going on, just in case anybody else is having this problem, and you know what to do, just in case you have to drive your vehicle and it's the only one you got for the time being. Like myself, started taking my truck apart, and this is my only vehicle I had for the time being. So I just wanted to get on here and make this video so other people would know how to drive the car if they had to, if it came down to a situation like this. But yeah, neighbors, that's all I want to show y'all, and DJ Neighborhood out.